You all have surpassed my expectations. A couple weeks ago, we brought to you a video talking about a Tera server that we had found that was running on an earlier version of Tera called Tera Classic. At the time, that server only had about 50 to 60 average concurrent users, peaking at around 70 to 80 on any given day. Now, this past Saturday, the server hit over 1,100 concurrent players at its peak time and is consistently hitting over 900 day in and day out. And it's only growing. There's more people joining the server every day. And so I just want to, talk again really quickly about this heckin' MMO, man. I love this MMO. This is still to this day one of my favorite MMOs, and it really does hold up even now. And it's so awesome to see so many people coming together on this server and enjoying this incredible MMO that was not appreciated enough for the time in which it came out. This game even now holds up beautifully. The combat is still incredibly engaging and fluid and fun to interact with. The world is absolutely breathtaking, full of dozens of different biomes and atmospheres, ranging from, wintered mountains to fey-like forests to apocalyptic war zones that border on the edge of alien-like even. And they cover so many different diverse just art styles of zones, and it's just so freaking amazing. I'm just overwhelmed at the moment that there have been so many people coming and playing the game again, and that have just been really enjoying it and having a really good time, despite the fact that there are people who have been actively DDoSing the server for the last week, which has been hindering the ability for people to play and get into the game. But despite that, it is still continuing to grow because people recognize that Tera is a phenomenal MMO, and it has that MMO experience that is missing from a lot of modern day MMOs, with a massive, expansive world that is awesome to explore, dungeons that have fun fights and bosses for you to engage with, a combat that doesn't get boring no matter how much you interact with it. And it's just one of those things that it feels like the creativity, the fantasy just is gone in modern day games that you don't see in some of these older MMOs. And it's not just Tera, it's, a lot of MMOs from before 2014 have so much more creativity and ingenuity and flair to them that they really tried to do things to draw its audience in and get lost in their world. And nowadays, so many games, they're all just using the same hyper-realistic appearances, and the it's just bland. It's just bland. There's no fantasy or interesting world designs at all, and it all ages so quickly. Stylized graphics age really well, and Tera's a testament to that. This is an Unreal Engine 3 game, and it still has absolutely breathtaking views within the game even now, almost 14 years later from the time that it came out. So it's amazing. I'm overwhelmed by everything that's been going on. If you have never played Tera, I highly recommend that you do play it. Come check it out. Join all of us playing on this server. It is a lot of fun. You won't regret it. And if you have played Tera before, come revisit it. Get nostalgic a little. You might just be surprised that it's maybe even better than you remember it originally. Or maybe it'll just be exactly as you remember it. Who's to say? But this server is a lot of fun. The people have been incredible. Everybody's been so excited and energetic and helpful to one another. It's actually been a really healthy server environment, despite it being a PvP server that does have flagging available at all times, and there is PKing happening. People aren't being, totally rude about it to one another for the most part, you know, despite PvP being innately a relatively toxic activity for many. But you know, it's still fun. Corsairs are popping, arenas are popping, PvP is active, the PvE is active, dungeon queues are full, people are constantly queuing up for content, looking for groups, trying to make parties, partying up for quests, and it's just really awesome to see. So come join the fun. Tera Classic, it's a great time. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for participating in this incredible journey with all of us. And yeah, just thank you. All right, y'all have a good time. Bye.